Ned Fales came west to be a cowboy. His real name, I believe, was Robert Good, G-O-O-D-E. So he was a cowboy. You know, cowboys are only needed 2 times a year doing roundups. And after that, they had to go on the grub line and look for other jobs. Well, Ned Fales came into Silver King all the time because he was in love with this girl named Kathleen, otherwise known as Katie, who was a waitress at Silver King. All the men were in love with her because she was a beautiful redheaded Irish lassie. But Ned was very enamored with her, and so was Billy O'Boyle, was the owner of Silver King. But you see, Billy O'Boyle was married, and therefore his affections for her were kind of guarded. But Ned Fales weren't. And he would also come unto the Silver King and sometimes ride his horse in the front door where the saloon was, and then take him out and roar down Main Street of Silver King, downhill or uphill, shooting his 6-gun. Billy O'Boyle hated him for that. He couldn't do that. One day, he came into the Silver King Hotel, and Billy had been drinking. It was in the evening. And Ned come in without his horse, and they started to drink, and they saw Billy O'Boyle there. Said, "Billy, let me buy you a drink." So he poured him a drink. The bartender poured, whose name was, by the way, they called him Stuttering Jack. Billy O'Boyle took the glass of whiskey and threw it in the face of Ned Fales. Ned says, "Well, if you don't like my drinks here, I'll go down to, I'll always do my drinking down, but I'll still come and see Katie, and I'll eat down here so I can see Katie." That incensed Billy O'Boyle. Now listen, he was drunk. He'd been drinking. Ned Fales turns and walks toward the Williams Hotel, where they had the saloon. Billy O'Boyle grabbed his 6-gun from under the bar, ran out into the street, and fired 6 times at Ned Fales. He just winged him a little bit on the side and gave him like what they call a flesh wound. Ned Fales grabbed his 6-gun, pulled it out, fired 1 time, shot right through the heart. Ned Fales he put his gun away, walked up, and he didn't know he'd killed him. He saw I knocked him over. He walked down to the Williams Hotel and started drinking. Not long after that, now remember Stuttering Jack McCoy, who was the bartender, and the nephew of Billy O'Boyle, started talking bad about Ned Fales, because Stuttering Jack McCoy also was in love with Katie. So he figures, I got rid of Billy, I might get to take over the hotel, and if I can get rid of Ned Fales, I'll have Katie all to myself. About an hour or so later, the Silver King shift lets out. They go in and drink, and Stuttering Jack is talking about what an evil man that Ned Fales was and how he murdered his poor uncle. And he didn't use the word shootout, and this or that. He used the word murdered. He gets these guys drunk. He's free beer, free whiskey, by the way. He's getting them drunk, gets them loaded up. As a mob scene, they go over to the Williams Hotel, and Ned Fales is still there. They drag him out, and they hoist him up. It was the end of Ned Fales, the end of Billy O'Boyle. But the moral of the story is that Stuttering Jack did not get the girl. She didn't like Stuttering Jack. And since she had so many bad vibes here at Silver King, and the loss of Billy O'Boyle and the loss of her paramour, her lover, or so to speak, because if you kissed a girl in those days, they considered you a lover, okay? Then she was sad, and they overcome by it, because she worked right down the road from where he was hung. Lynch, Judge Lynch took over. So she moved to Mesa City.